Hi everyone, welcome back to JP WHU TV. It's nice to see you. I hope you're keeping well. This is the second of two videos this weekend, where yesterday we talked about the West Ham sales. So as a recap, we sold around about £151.5 million. Today's video, we're going to be talking about the players that we bought in. As always, guys, this video is sponsored by the channel sponsor, 3retro.com. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website, where you can purchase some really nice retro gear, guys, as you can see from the icon that's up here. Along with Admiral and Umbro track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts and t-shirts, so go check those out. Any purchases you make through the link in the description below, as I always say, the commission that the channel would normally be getting, I'll be sending on to the very noble charity Iron Supporting Food Banks. They're based in the Newham area, and they're helping those in the Newham area and the Essex County and further afield for that matter to help put food on the table in these very, very difficult times that everyone's been facing since the end of the last decade and the start of this. So guys, go grab yourself a really nice retro shirt. You'll be saving yourself a few quid in comparison to the club shop, or go and get yourself a really nice polo or track jacket, whatever you want, and you'll be helping those less fortunate than you and I. So yesterday we talked about the sales. I estimate that between the league finishing of last season, the TV deal, the season ticket renewals, the sponsorships, the merchandise, etc., etc., I reckon we had around about 120 to 160 million pounds worth of money to play with. Or that's obviously including the Conference League run and win as well, for that matter. So we weren't exactly going into the skint in any shape or form. Now, obviously, when Mark and I talked about the players that West Ham were trying to recruit a few weeks ago, I read about this time last month, actually, when we were talking about the website that the name of it escapes me, but where it said they were looking for 7 positions, and they were saying it was 20 million each. Goes around about the sort of budget that I was talking about at the start of this video and discussed briefly in yesterday's video as well, for that matter. So, okay, so let's talk about the players that we've bought in. We bought in Mo Kudus for £38 million all in. Edison Alvarez for £34.5 million. James Ward-Prowse for 30. Mavropanos for around about £17 million. Andy Irvine from Klagenfurt in Austria for just about £1 million, and loaned him back for the rest of the season. Back there, one of the reasons why I saved that to discuss about it was the fact that we seem to be trying to bring up some very, very good relationships with foreign teams. You know, Ajax, we brought in those two players, as I say, you know, Kudus and Alvarez, both from those guys, and to get some, you know, because it looks like Tim Steiden has identified some clubs where we can do a kind of like, not a conveyor belt, etc., exactly, but, you know, that sort of that buying relationship, where, you know, we can loan players to them, they can loan players to us, we get first dibs on the youngsters that we think the club can make some money on. So I think it's great from that dealings, but it looks like overall in total, and as I always say, guys, put your comments in the comment section below at any point of this video. Let me know what you're thinking on this. It looks like we spent around about, give or take a few quid, £120 million, maybe 119, 121, depending on where you get this. It's roughly the same sort of thing. So that's pretty good from a West Ham perspective. You know, we sold well, as I said in the last video, and we've bought in what seems to be well as well. Now, obviously, you know, we were trying to get some more deals through before the Luton game. We were trying to bring in a centre forward. We were trying to bring in Kostic, I think it was, as to try and be as either a left wing back or a left winger. You know, I still maintain that we need to have a striker and a left back and potentially a right back. So January is going to be very, very interesting. Those are the only 3 positions I think we need to reinforce properly. But going on the fact that we sold £151.5 million, give or take, worth of sales, and we've spent the amount of £121 million in deals. This means that we've got £15 to £20 million profit, regardless of the other money that we're talking about in terms of what we just mentioned earlier about the merchandise, the TV money, the season ticket renewals, etc., etc., TV run, League Cup finish, league position finish, you know, the Conference League win, etc., etc., all that, we're still in credit. Well, in the black, as the old term used to be said. So Yeah, this is why I think January is going to be, is all eyes are now being turned on January, and we're going to try and get some deals that we were trying to sort out before the end of the window. Try and get those concluded in time to start and I hope we get a really good run started off in the January transfer window as quickly as we possibly can. I wouldn't be at all surprised if Danny Ings leaves in January. I wouldn't be at all surprised if Cornet leaves in January. As long as we bring in a couple of centre forwards to replace Ings and Skamaka, and also a left winger as well for that matter to replace Cornet. Although Kudus can play on the right, but I'm sure, as I said in the video when we talked about it originally, and thank you guys to everybody that's watched the Kudus video. That was over 1,000 views. Mental. Thank you very much for your support. I do think that Kudus is probably going to end up playing on the left. So can you imagine that? Can you genuinely imagine that? A front four attacking of Kudus, Bowen, Paquetá, and Antonio. Christ, that's going to look sexy. Oh, Christ almighty. But yeah, guys, as always, put your comments in the comments section below. Let me know what you're thinking on this. I'm going to say I don't know too much about Kudus. Just seen his, the best of stuff, and I've been reading his reputation that is prior to it about the coup that Chelsea were trying to get him at the same point that we were, etc., etc. So yeah, it's going to be an entertaining season, guys. But yeah, obviously, there's no football. There's no West Ham for a couple of weeks now until the Man City game. So we're going to obviously be looking to try and fill this content up with a bit more for you. I've still got the video to do for the West Ham kit review. I'm going to do that later on in the week. I'm not really going to focus talking about England, to be honest with you, because I think that kind of ship has sailed from one point of view now. I'm just going to sum it up here, to be honest with you. Nah, I'll leave it for social media, in fact. Yeah, so guys, enjoy the rest of your week, your rest of your Sunday, I should say, and the start of your week if you're watching this on Monday. Enjoy the rest of your time, guys, and I will see you very soon. And keep sharing, subscribing, getting more people involved, because at the end of the day, you guys have been phenomenal with us over the last 5 or 6 weeks. Thank you very much for your support. Take care, and I'll see you soon. All the best now.